What if someone helps you in English, really helps you, and all you say is, thank you? It is not wrong, of course it is not wrong, but sometimes it feels too small, too quick, too light for the moment. Maybe someone waited for you, maybe someone stayed late for you, maybe someone brought you something when you were tired, maybe someone helped you when your day was falling apart, and inside you feel more than just thank you. You want your English to sound warmer, more real, more human.
Yes, sometimes one thank you is enough, but sometimes it feels like your heart is saying more and your English is saying less. You want the other person to feel your gratitude, not just hear one polite phrase. You want them to know that what they did mattered, that it helped, that you noticed, that you really mean it.
So today, we are going to make that easier.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Speak English with Sam and Lily.
This is the place where we help you speak English in a way that feels natural, warm, and real.
Hi, Sam. How are you doing today?
I'm doing well. A little busy, actually. Not in a terrible way, just one of those full days. Lots of little things. Messages, work, planning. You know those days when nothing is wrong, but the day is just very full?
Yes, I know exactly what you mean. I'm okay too. A bit tired maybe, but in a good mood. And actually, something kind happened today that stayed in my mind.
Oh? What happened?
I was running late this morning. Not very late, but enough to feel that little stress in your chest, and I stopped to get coffee. There were already people waiting, and I was standing there thinking, oh no, this is going to take too long. Then the person working there noticed me looking at the clock, and she said, "It's okay, I'll make yours quickly." And she did. And I smiled and said thank you, but then I walked away and thought, that was nice of her. I wanted to say a little more than just thank you.
Yes, that is exactly the kind of moment we are talking about today. Because thank you is correct. It is always correct. But some moments feel bigger than the phrase.
Exactly. And I think that happens to a lot of English learners. We know the polite word, we know the safe phrase, but sometimes we don't know how to make it sound more real.
And that is our topic today. How to thank someone naturally in English. Not just polite English, warm English, natural English. The kind of English you use when someone helps you, supports you, waits for you, or does something kind.
And before we continue, if you enjoy these kinds of real-life English conversations, please like the video.
And subscribe to Speak English with Sam and Lily for more easy English podcast episodes.
And if you know someone learning English, share this episode with them too.
Okay, let's start with something very simple. Sometimes a simple thank you really is enough.
Yes, not every kind thing needs a big emotional response. Sometimes people help in small everyday ways. They pass you something, they hold the door, they repeat something, they send a quick link, they wait 1 second for you.
In those moments, English can stay simple. Thanks. Thank you. Thanks so much. Thanks for that. Appreciate it.
Like if someone holds the lift for you, thank you. If someone passes you your notebook, thanks. If someone sends you the address you needed, thanks so much. Those all sound completely natural.
That is the first big idea today. Small kindness usually needs simple thanks.
Yes, simple English is not weak English. Sometimes it's exactly right.
Yesterday, actually, someone held the door for me when my hands were full, and I just said, thanks, and that was perfect. I didn't need to stop and give a speech.
Yes, exactly. Not every thank you needs to become poetry.
No, definitely not. But now, let's talk about the moments when simple thank you feels too small.
Yes, this happens when the help is bigger, when someone does more than just a quick, polite thing. Maybe they waited for you for a long time. Maybe they helped you with work. Maybe they listened when you were upset. Maybe they checked on you during a difficult day. Maybe they stayed late to help you finish something.
In those moments, English usually sounds better with a fuller thank you. For example, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you, that really helped. Thanks, that means a lot. I'm really grateful. Thank you, I really needed that.
That feels different, doesn't it? It has more warmth, more weight, more feeling.
A few weeks ago, I had a really long day. One of those days where everything felt just a little too much, and a friend brought me food in the evening. Not because I asked, just because she knew I was tired. If I had only said, thanks, it would have been polite, but it wouldn't have matched what I felt. So I said, thank you so much, that really means a lot. Yes, that sounds much warmer, much more human.
That's the second big idea today. Bigger help often needs fuller thanks.
Now, let's talk about a pattern that makes thank you English sound especially natural.
Yes, I really like this part because this is where thank you starts sounding more real.
A very natural thank you often sounds like this. Thank, say why, add feeling.
Yes, first you thank the person, then you say what they did, then you add how it affected you. That makes the English feel complete.
For example, thanks for waiting. I really appreciate it. Thank you for helping me. That made things much easier. Thanks so much for checking on me. That really means a lot. Thank you for staying late. That helped me a lot.
Do you hear the difference? Now the thanks has shape. It's not just one polite word. It shows the other person exactly why you're grateful.
Let's do one. Imagine I wait 15 minutes for you because you are running late. You could say, thanks. But a more natural version would be, thanks for waiting. I really appreciate it.
Or if I help you finish something at work, you could say, thank you for helping me with that. That made things much easier.
That is the teaching core of this episode. Thank, say why, add feeling.
And I think this is a good place to say something important. You do not need fancy gratitude English. You do not need long, emotional speeches. You do not need perfect words.
You just need honest English, warm English, English that sounds real.
That is what people remember anyway. Not perfect grammar, real feeling.
Now, let's make this more practical, because the way you thank a friend is not always the same as the way you thank a coworker or a stranger.
Yes, the relationship changes the tone. With friends, you can sound warmer and more personal. With coworkers, it often sounds better to stay a little calmer and more professional. With strangers, short and respectful usually works best.
With a friend, you might say, thanks so much. That means a lot. You're the best. I really appreciate it. Thank you. I really needed that.
With a coworker, you might say, thanks, I appreciate it. Thank you for your help. That was really helpful. Thanks for staying late. I appreciate you doing that.
With a stranger, you might say, thank you. Thanks so much. I appreciate it. That's very kind. Thank you.
That is another big lesson. The same thanks does not fit every person.
A coworker once stayed after work to help me fix a problem. And I did not say, you're the best. That would have sounded a little too personal for that moment. I said, thanks. I really appreciate your help. And that felt exactly right.
Yes, the feeling was warm, but the English still matched the relationship.
Now, let's talk about the problem. What makes thank you English sound flat?
Yes, because sometimes the English is polite, but emotionally too small. Sometimes people say only thanks in a moment that needs more warmth. Sometimes they do not say what helped. Sometimes they sound too automatic.
For example, imagine someone helps you carry something heavy upstairs. If you only say, thanks, that's polite. But a warmer version would be, thanks so much for helping me with that. Or, thank you, that really helped.
That is the difference between polite English and warm English. Warmth and specificity make thanks feel more real.
Imagine you're having a very hard day and someone brings you coffee without asking. Flat version. Thanks. Warmer version. Thank you so much. That was really thoughtful. Or, thanks, that honestly made my day easier.
Yes. Now the thanks feels like it belongs to the moment.
And that brings us to something I really like. Thank you English that keeps the conversation alive.
Yes, because a natural thank you doesn't always stop with the thank you. Sometimes it continues with a reason, a reaction, or a little extra line.
For example, thanks so much, that saved me. Thank you, that was really kind of you. I appreciate it, I was getting stressed. Thanks, that made my day easier. Thank you, that was so thoughtful.
A friend once checked on me when I was having a rough week. She didn't fix anything, she just sent a message and asked if I was okay. And I replied, "Thanks for checking on me, that really means a lot." That felt much better than just thanks.
Because now you're not only being polite, you're building connection.
Okay, now let's do the same situation twice. First, flat thanks, then natural thanks.
Let's do it.
A friend helps you carry something heavy to your car. Flat version first.
Thanks.
Not rude, but a little thin for the moment.
Now, the natural version. Thanks so much for helping me with that. That really helped.
Yes, that sounds warmer immediately.
Let's do one more. A coworker stays a little late to help you finish something. Flat version first.
Thanks.
Again, too small for that kind of help.
Thank you for staying late. I really appreciate it. That made things much easier.
Yes, that feels right. Professional, but still warm.
So, what have we really learned today?
We learned that small help often needs simple thanks.
We learned that bigger help often needs fuller thanks.
We learned the natural pattern thank, say why, add feeling.
We learned that thank you English should fit the relationship.
We learned that warmth and specificity make thanks feel more real.
And we learned that honest English matters more than fancy English.
Yes, a good thank you is a small human moment. It tells someone, I saw what you did, I felt it, and it mattered.
You do not need perfect English to thank someone well. You just need warm, honest, natural English.
And now we want to hear from you.
Which thank you phrase from today do you want to use this week?
Or tell us, what is harder for you, saying thank you or saying more after thank you?
We love reading your comments, and it's a great way to practice real English.
And if this episode helped you, share it with one friend today.
And don't forget to subscribe to Speak English with Sam and Lily if you're new here.
Thank you so much for listening today. We believe in you. Keep practicing. You can do this.
See you in the next episode. Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.